My precious child, listen to my urgent call. Right now, a soul teeters between hope and despair, and only you can be the bridge of light that saves it. I have chosen you, not for your perfection, but for your willingness to obey and trust me. Do not delay, for every moment counts. Let my power flow through you to transform darkness into radiant hope. Stand with me until the very end and witness the miracle I will work through you. You can't pretend not to see it. You can't simply walk away as though it doesn't involve you. Someone is depending on you, a soul waiting for your help. A life is hanging between hope and despair, light and darkness, and I am calling you to be my instrument, not someone else, but you. You may not grasp why this is happening. You might feel unqualified, unprepared, or weak in the face of what I'm asking you to do. Yet, my child, I'm not seeking perfection. I'm seeking willingness. You are the one I've chosen for this hour, not another person nor another time, but this very moment. Will you stand? Will you let me work through you? Never imagine I called you because you are strong on your own. No, I chose you so that I might empower you. I'm not asking you to have every answer. I'm asking you to trust me. Nor do I expect you to handle everything alone. I want you to yield your efforts to me so I can accomplish what must be done. If you are willing, I will work in ways far beyond anything you have envisioned. Keep in mind, I am not only your God, I am also God over the one who needs you. I see their turmoil, their hidden pain, and all the words they're too afraid to speak. They may wear a smile, but inside they are hurt and unhealed. They may look strong, but in truth they're more fragile than ever. I need you to be the bridge that connects them to me. Have you ever paused to wonder why you showed up in their life precisely now? Have you questioned why you're in a position to witness their suffering and desperation? It's not an accident, nor a coincidence, nor a plan by human design. I placed you in their life for this moment, the moment when you can make a difference, the moment you can be my vessel for healing and rescue. You are not just a bystander. You have been appointed to bring light into the darkest corners, to offer hope where there seems to be none, and to convey my words of comfort and renewal. I chose you, not for your perfection or your strength, but for your compassion and willingness to love unconditionally. This isn't a time for hesitation. This isn't a time to measure your own safety against their rescue. This isn't the time to delay or weigh the risks. This is the moment to rise and act, powered not by your strength, but by my infinite might. You may feel weak or ill-equipped. You may believe you lack the wisdom to handle what lies ahead. But see that your limitations become the opening for my power to shine. Now is not the time for doubt. The enemy will whisper that you are unworthy, inadequate, or not strong enough. It will scatter seeds of uncertainty to drain your hope and confidence. It will push you to question my power and love, prompting you to fear the future and regret the past. Child, remember that I called you salt and light in this world. I have granted you a voice, a heart, and a love that comes from me. Gifts not meant to be locked away, but shared with those who are lost. I didn't place you here to lead an ordinary life. I placed you here to be my instrument, revealing my glory on earth. So why let fear stop you? Why let doubt hold you back? Why allow lies to overshadow the truth I've poured into your heart? Think back over your journey. How often did you believe you couldn't go on, yet I carried you? How often did a door seem closed until I opened a new way? How often did you feel weak, only to discover my strength propping you up? My child, you needn't worry about what you do not know. You don't need all the answers. You have only to walk in obedience. Speak words of life. Let your speech radiate hope. Don't utter fear, despair, or hopelessness. Speak in faith, in love, with the wisdom I've entrusted to you. Proclaim hope. Let your actions reflect your faith. Don't let the enemy silence you. Don't let your circumstances shrink your spirit. Don't let the world's limits stop you from declaring my promises. Bring light into the darkness. Uplift those who are weary. Reach out to the isolated. Offer hope to those who are lost. My beloved, do you realize that by answering my call, you won't just influence someone else's life, you yourself will be transformed? I see the uncertainty swirling in your mind. I feel the doubts that make you feel small and frail. You wonder if you have what it takes to address this challenge, if you're strong enough to handle what's coming, if you're brave enough to be the channel of salvation and healing. These questions cause you to hesitate, to withdraw. You feel too weak, too powerless, too lacking. You feel undeserving, insufficient, and unable. You ask why I chose you, why I bestowed on you such responsibility when you're simply a flawed, ordinary person. But hear this, you truly aren't enough on your own. If you only rely on your own power, you'll burn out. If you rely solely on your own reasoning, you'll become lost amid life's chaos. If you trust only in your own courage, fear will overwhelm you. Yet you are never alone. I am with you, mighty and unwavering. I don't just stand by and watch. I walk every road with you. I fight every battle for you, shielding you from all assaults. I will never desert you, not in calm times or in the fiercest storms. I won't walk away when you're weak, when you slip, or when you fall short. I won't abandon you when anxiety takes hold, when doubt creeps in, or when your hope is shaken. I will not turn away, even if you choose to look elsewhere, even if you deny my love and salvation. Remember, my power isn't restricted by your failings, and my strength isn't limited by what you think you can do. In fact, it's precisely in your recognition of personal weakness, when you admit you can't do it alone, that my power is most fully revealed. Take a moment to think of the people I've used in history. They weren't flawless. Moses believed he couldn't speak properly, yet I sent him to lead an entire nation. Gideon felt insignificant, yet I used him to free my people. David was just a shepherd boy when I made him a king. Peter denied me, and yet he became a pillar of my church. None of these individuals were seen as strong by their peers, but they learned the key truth. My strength blossoms in their weakness. The moment they surrendered and stopped relying on their own might, miracles broke forth. You don't have to depend on your own wisdom. This is not because you are incapable, but because my wisdom far exceeds all human understanding. I see what mortal eyes miss. I comprehend what the human mind can't fathom. When you are unsure, I will guide you in right and wrong. When uncertainty surrounds you, I will bring clarity and divine direction. At the right time, I'll give you the words that heal, encourage, and bring new life. I will shape those words in your mouth, fill your mind with my insight, and ignite your heart with my unconditional love. When you speak, it won't be you alone, but my voice flowing through you. You don't have to rely solely on your own courage. I will fill you with my spirit, powerful and unwavering, giving you the bravery to face every hardship and hurdle. My spirit will strengthen you in faith and hope. Believe me when I say that you do not stand alone. You do not have to fight with just your own strength or rely solely on your own cleverness, nor must you walk in darkness depending solely on your courage. I am ever with you, present, active, and protective. Don't be afraid, don't doubt, and don't hesitate. I have chosen, equipped, and called you to be an instrument of salvation and healing. Move forward in faith, act boldly, live obediently, and you will witness my power come alive, both in your life and in the lives of those around you. A life is teetering between light and darkness, hope and despair, life and ruin, and you have the key to their freedom. Not a physical key, but a spiritual one that opens doors to deliverance, healing, and renewal. It might be a word of comfort, simple, heartfelt, and filled with hope, enough to shatter the darkness they feel, enough to rekindle a hope they thought was gone. It doesn't need polished words or elaborate speeches, just heartfelt sincerity bearing the power of love and genuine care. That key might also be a prayer of faith, not empty recitation, but a cry from your depths, a plea that stirs the heavens, banishes the dark, and brings healing and redemption. When you pray unwaveringly, you open the floodgates of my grace and power into their life. The key may take shape as an act of kindness, a gentle deed to mend deep hurts. A kind gesture may be an embrace, a helping hand, or simply your loving presence and attentive ear. It isn't pity or a sense of duty, but love in action, infused with compassion. That key could also be the choice to take a stand for them, a bold decision to guard them against the enemy's onslaught. You might speak on their behalf when they're unjustly accused or mistreated. You might stay beside them when loneliness and abandonment weigh them down. Or you may fight for them when they are too exhausted to fight for themselves. Whatever that key is, I call you to trust me. Believe that I'm working through you, that I'm using you for redemption and healing. Trust that I've equipped you with all you need for the situation. I'm not asking for your perfection or strength, only for your trust and a willingness to proceed in faith. I don't demand you fix every problem or know every solution. Just surrender to me and allow me to work. Follow my lead wholeheartedly, without worry or hesitation. I'll guide each of your steps, give you the words to speak, and provide the wisdom to act. I'll light your path toward life and wholeness, illuminate the unknown, and shield you from the enemy's every scheme. Act immediately, not out of coercion, but because the situation is urgent and each moment matters. Each second that slips away is a missed chance, an unanswered plea, a soul sinking further into despair. The enemy toils day and night, not merely to make life difficult, but to destroy it. It sows fear and hopelessness, stripping away their faith in me and in goodness. It sets cunning traps, plotting to make them stumble and lose their way. But I am the Lord, the Redeemer. I did not come to judge or condemn, but to restore and deliver. I did not come to spread pain or hopelessness, but to pour out life and peace. I came to rescue them from every chain of sin and fear, to replenish their hearts with joy and hope. I transform the enemy's destructive plans into something good, not by force, but through my boundless love and grace. I can turn anguish into joy, despair into hope, and failure into brilliant triumph. I hold the power to reshape any circumstance, breathe life into every soul, and heal every wound. I can restore all that is gone and bless beyond measure all that was stolen. I can drive out every fear and impart a peace beyond comprehension. You might not see it, but each time you obey me, you influence the world in profound ways. A single obedient act can shatter someone's darkness, reigniting hope. One obedient word can shake the heavens, erasing fear and despair. Though your obedience may look small, though the world might dismiss it as inconsequential, in my eyes it is immeasurably great, powerful enough to alter a soul's destiny. Never belittle your obedience. Through it, you open a gateway for my power to flow in this world. Through your obedience, I split seas, move mountains, and bring miracles to life. I turn impossibility into possibility, transforming what no one foresaw into reality. I soften hearts hardened by bitterness, mend wounds too deep to imagine, and reclaim what has long been lost. You might think your obedience is just a grain of sand in a wide ocean, too minuscule to matter. Yet I am the one who formed the universe from nothing, who makes the impossible suddenly possible. I am the one who turned water into wine, silenced a raging sea, and raised the dead back to life. Do not discount a small beginning, for I can transform even the tiniest spark into unmeasurable greatness. I took 5 loaves and 2 fish and fed thousands. I used a humble shepherd boy to take down a towering champion. I selected a man who once denied me to spearhead my first church. Your obedience might be as simple as a word of encouragement, a loving hug, or a prayer poured out in faith. It could be an act of charity or a decision to defend someone who can't defend themselves. Yet no matter how unimpressive it appears, if you do it in faithful obedience, I will multiply it into an incredible miracle. When you obey, you sow seeds of life and hope. You plant seeds of compassion and love. These may take time to sprout, but when they do, they'll bear fruit full of peace and lasting joy. Never think your obedience is pointless or that it goes unseen. Never believe it's ineffectual. Each obedient act is a brick in the foundation of my kingdom on earth. Every obedient step beams light into the darkest shadows. When you obey me, not only are you living within my will, you are honoring my name. You become a messenger of my light, a vessel of my everlasting love, bearing hope to souls lost in darkness. I know obedience isn't always easy. I see you grappling with concerns, wrestling with fear, and confronting doubt. But trust that I am ever by your side, working for your greatest good. Don't be afraid of obeying me, for I go before you, making a way. I walk with you, offering comfort, and I guard your back from harm. I provide all you need: discernment to see right from wrong, strength to weather any storm, and love to restore wounded hearts. Answer my call now, my child. Don't let fear or doubt paralyze you. Don't let weakness disrupt your resolve. I've chosen you, empowered you, and I am calling you to be a conduit of healing and redemption. Obey in faith, act in courage, and surrender yourself fully. You'll then witness my power unfolding marvelously in your life and in the lives you touch. You will see miracles in their story and in yours. My cherished child, I notice the tremors in your heart, the quiet reluctance that halts your steps. I recognize the fear rising within and the flood of doubts in your thoughts, leaving you unsure and shaky. But never forget, I don't see you the way you see yourself. Where you see fragility, I see a brave heart contending with its own doubts. When you feel small against great challenges, I see untapped strength and a radiance I placed within you well before you recognized it. Do you know why I chose you? Not for your perfection, and not because you arrived fully equipped. I chose you because you have a heart that yearns for righteousness. I see your inner longing to serve, to live faithfully, to abide in the love I've poured into you. I did not choose you because you are faultless, but because you persevere even after you fall, because you turn toward me even when your soul is uneasy. Beloved, you don't need every answer. You don't have to eliminate all fears before taking your next step. You only need to trust in me. Let me take your hand and guide you. Do not allow the enemy to plant lies in your heart, telling you you're not enough or you're too weak. Don't let it bury the dreams I have sown inside you. Don't let it silence the calling I have spoken over your life. Remember, you never walk alone. These trials are not yours to face in isolation. You have me. You are my child, lacking nothing, for I am the one who completes you. When you are weak, my power is perfected. At those moments you doubt your ability, recall that I've never doubted you. I know you can, because I know what I can accomplish through you. Let me work in you. Let me push you beyond your self-imposed limits. The world may only see your weaknesses, your failures, your flaws, but I view you through the lens of love. I perceive the greatness you haven't even discovered. I see that tiny but steadfast spark of faith you cling to, even in moments of near collapse. I see you striving, yearning for me, trying day by day to live by my word, and I treasure that more than you know. Your heart may bear the scars of many struggles, but to me it gleams with brilliance. Do not panic over what tomorrow holds. Simply remain with me, and I will illuminate each step. Don't dwell on what you can't accomplish. Look at what I can achieve through you. Don't let uncertainty about the future dominate you. Trust in the one who already knows it. Don't let any seed of doubt uproot your calling. Let me lift you higher to reveal the person I've meant you to be. The enemy longs to trip you up, persuading you that you're useless and unworthy of the mission I've given you. But such whispers are false. I've placed a flame within you, of faith, of obedience, of my love. And if you keep walking, even with trembling steps, I will do more through you than you could ever have dreamed. Fix your gaze on me, not your weaknesses. Clasp my hand, not fear. Let me lead you through every trial, and you will learn that each step of faith brings you to a reality beyond your comprehension. Doubt yourself no more, my beloved. Rely on me, for my faith in you has never wavered. My dear child, do you understand how precious every soul on earth is to me? They are not nameless faces lost in life's swirling current. They are my creation, lives formed by my own hands, souls I've watched over before they even drew breath. I placed my love in them, counted the strands of their hair, and sensed every beat of their heart. No tear of theirs escapes my notice. No agony is overlooked. No moment passes me by. Hear me, my child. My love for their journey is deep, unwavering, and persistent. I've observed them struggle in vain as despair closed in. I've seen them lie awake, suffocating in dread they can't voice. I've witnessed them carry invisible wounds and burdens they hide with a fleeting smile. And I am on the move, never unmoved by the pain of my children. I never stand idle while souls wander the darkness. You, my child, are a part of that plan. You are my chosen one to shine light upon their path, to offer the hope they desperately need. You are not some random stranger in their life. You are the one I've sent. You extend my hands to lift them up. You speak my words that heal, and you carry my heart that loves them as I do. Don't mistake this for a small side task. Don't see your presence in their life as a coincidence. In my plan, there are no accidents. I've been preparing you all this time. I placed you in this setting at this particular moment to serve as my instrument. You are the bridge I'm building, the one I trust to facilitate healing, deliverance, and transformation. I see your fears about not being good enough, articulate enough, or wise enough. Always remember, I never demanded you arrive fully prepared. I only need your willing heart. I will equip you myself. I will give you the words. I will direct your every step. I chose you before you felt ready, precisely so that I could make you ready. Walk in faith. Let me lead. Allow me to plant compassion in your heart so you can view others with my eyes. Let me fill you with my love so you can love them unselfishly, with patience and sincerity. Don't worry about feeling too insignificant compared to such a huge calling. Don't waver if you see no immediate change. Any act you do in my name cannot be wasted. You might not see transformations instantly. You might not see immediate breaks from the chains that have bound them. But trust that every expression of care, every comforting word, every tear you cry in intercession means something. Everything you do in my name holds eternal value. You are not meant to bear this alone. You're working in tandem with me. You are not battling the darkness by yourself. I walk with you, surrounding you with my presence, upholding you in my power. If you feel unworthy, remember I am enough. If you feel lost, remember I am the way. If the burden seems more than you can manage, recall that I am carrying it with you. So my child, don't wait. Step forward with unwavering trust. Love them as I have loved you. Use your hands to lift them, your voice to encourage them, and your life to demonstrate my love. Don't let fear paralyze you. Don't let lies sow doubt. I have chosen you, I have called you, and you will never walk alone. Let me work through you, act through you, and transform not only their lives, but yours as well. In obedience, you will see wonders. In trust, you will see doors open. In surrender, you will behold me accomplishing feats you never dreamed possible. My beloved, remain steadfast. Be strong and don't let fear or doubt unnerve you. Faith isn't just for calm days. It is a lamp guiding you even through the darkest valleys. Keep your eyes fixed on me. Don't allow anything to draw you away from my presence. When you place your whole confidence in me, I will lead you forward, step by step, to victory. Not by your might, but by my glorious power. Do you understand that the mission you're undertaking is bigger than you realize? You're not just helping someone temporarily. It isn't merely about bringing a single life back from the brink. You are woven into something grand and heavenly, a divine undertaking no human eyes can measure. You are enlarging my kingdom. Each time you act in faith, you become my witness, showcasing my love and power. You let my light enter the darkest places where souls cry out for hope. Your life proves to the world that I am not a distant name in ancient writings. I am the living God, forever present among my people. You are the proof they can see. When you obey me, remaining firm in faith, you don't just impact one person's story. Your actions now will ripple far beyond your imagination. They will reach people you'll never meet, sowing seeds of hope in hearts you'll never know. You scatter seeds of faith that will sprout and flourish, not just in the individuals you help, but across future generations. Picture a person being saved through your obedience, experiencing healing and freedom, encountering my love. From that day, they carry a new flame forward, testifying about the love they received. A tiny spark can ignite a mighty blaze that banishes the dark. Even a single word from you can inspire an entire life to change. One courageous act may spark faith in a new generation. So, never undervalue the work I'm doing through you. Stop viewing yourself as a tiny speck in a vast world. You were made with a purpose. You are entrusted with a specific calling, and you never stand alone. I go before you, making a path. I fight on your behalf. What you're doing isn't a fleeting moment. It's part of an eternal tapestry. It is a link in my divine narrative that has been unfolding since time began. Keep going in faith. Refuse to dwell on your limitations. Focus on my limitless power. Don't fret over what you cannot do. Trust that I can do all things through you. When you feel your strength draining, I will be your reservoir. When you're lost, I will guide you. When the load is too heavy, give it to me. I'm the one who carries your burdens. You're more than a helper. You are my ambassador, my hands, my voice, and my heart on earth. I've granted you an incredible gift, free will. It gives you the power to shape your own path, to choose your direction, and to paint your life story with colors you choose. No one can force you to yield that freedom. No power can take it unless you surrender it. This very freedom makes you unique, singular in all creation. Still, even with that freedom, I remain at your side, subtly interweaving my purpose with the fabric of reality. Every decision you make, every step you take, profoundly affects not just your own life, but countless others as well. One word, one small act, can create a wave that touches hearts beyond your sight, altering countless lives. Never belittle that power. Don't imagine you're just another face in the crowd. You are a key piece in a chain of events ordained by me well before you were born. Every step matters, whether or not you see it clearly. Regardless of your path, I can reweave it into my grand plan. Yes, you have free will, but that doesn't mean you're severed from me. Your story is indivisible from a far bigger story I've been writing from the dawn of creation, a saga that goes beyond just you, connecting millions, even billions of people. You might not see the full picture, but each time you choose to love, to forgive, or to help, you add another line to that great story. Each time you keep faith despite not seeing the final outcome, you tighten the bond between yourself and my design. Even when you err, I can use those stumbles to teach you invaluable lessons, turning pain into growth and restoring whatever was lost. My child, every decision helps form who you are and sends out ripples that reach many others. When you choose kindness over bitterness, love over resentment, faith instead of fear, you don't just alter your own destiny, you also rewrite chapters in lives you may never see. A single, compassionate act can bring about greater changes than you'd imagine. One caring gesture can save a soul on the brink of despair, reviving a hope they assumed was gone. A word of encouragement can lift someone who has fallen, giving them renewed strength to keep moving. A righteous choice made in adversity can safeguard a life, and that one life may bring about powerful transformations that reach both the present generation and future ones. You do not live for yourself alone, nor is your life merely the sum of what is visible right now. You are part of a larger story, one I have been weaving from the beginning, where your every choice can reshape the lives you touch. Each day, every little thing you do plants hidden seeds. When the time is right, they will sprout, flourish, and bear fruit in ways unseen by human eyes. Imagine someone beaten down by sorrow and despair, hopeless in the face of the world's cruelty. Then you step into their life with a kindness in your eyes, an uplifting word, a genuine act of compassion. Suddenly, you have accomplished a miracle. You planted the seed of hope in their heart. It may not bloom right away, and you might not even see gratitude in return. But trust that this seed is growing quietly. One day, that person may stand up, energized by a renewed spirit, then pass on the love they once received from you. That is the might of kindness. That is the wonder of love. Yes, the world overflows with sorrow, wounds, and unrelenting pain that torments hearts day after day. Yet you, yes you, have the power to be a light in the darkness, a warmth in the cold, and a beacon of faith in an age numbed by doubt. Never think your contribution is too small to matter. Never believe you're too weak to create change. In my hands, every one of your actions, no matter how humble, can become extraordinary. Recall how just one spark can set an entire forest ablaze, how one drop of water can ripple across a lake. Likewise, one gesture of love can echo far beyond what you can imagine. Let your heart overflow with kindness so that each step you take leaves a trail of love. Don't fear the cruelty you might face, for the light always prevails over darkness. Don't retreat from hardened hearts, because sometimes a single spark of hope can transform them from within. But my child, don't wait for big opportunities to love. The world changes not so much through grand, shining moments, but through everyday acts of compassion. Give a sincere smile, a gentle word, a small kindness to someone in need. By living with a heart of love, you generate miracles this world craves more than ever. Remember, you don't shoulder the world's burdens alone. Although your every action is important, you're not solely responsible for determining the future. You're not the only one in control. I'm here, the one who holds all things, orchestrating them under my perfect plan. My plan isn't compromised by your mistakes. My intentions cannot be canceled by your failures. You may feel you've let yourself down when your efforts fall short or you think you're inadequate. But my child, I do not perceive you through your failures. Know that I can redeem every misstep. Nothing is beyond the scope of my grace. You might walk a wrong path, but I'll guide you back to the right one. You might stumble, but I can turn even your errors into valuable life lessons that refine and grow you. Even when you fall, I can use the scars to create something more beautiful than before. Think about the lives from scripture and history. Those people fell short too. They felt unsure, they faltered, yet that never dismantled my plan. I've used those deemed weak to accomplish tremendous works. I've raised up the overlooked to become vessels of my glory. I've restored those who had toppled over, turning them into shining beacons for the world. Do you truly think your wrongs exceed my power to redeem them? Do you think your slip-ups can undo the designs I laid from eternity? No, beloved one, I can redeem anything. There is no journey too long for me to guide home, no hurt too deep for me to mend, no error able to halt what I have determined to see through in your life. Allow me to remind you, you are not defined by your mistakes. They are not shackles holding you captive. You're not bound to your feelings of inadequacy. You do not traverse this road alone. I'm already at work in you, and I won't give up until I complete what I started. Remember, I can transform ashes into beauty. I don't merely fix what is broken, I make it new and wondrous, more magnificent than before. Don't let fear of failing arrest your progress. Don't let regrets over old mistakes keep you from forging ahead. Don't let your falls weigh you down in shame. You do not walk alone. You're not the only one entrusted with this mission. I lead you onward, never departing from your side. I stand with you, not just as a silent observer, but as a protective, loving father. I guide your every step on this journey, clearing the way toward peace and life. I stay by your side when you're strong, but I also cradle you when you're weak and unsure. When you feel lost, standing at confusing crossroads, trust that my gentle, infinite love is guiding you forward, not through force, but with patience and kindness. I hold your hand from the front, behind, and beside, preparing, shielding, and comforting you. I'm not hardening you or making you unfeeling. I'm fortifying you with my spirit. My spirit empowers you to stand unwavering in faith and hope, to bravely meet every challenge you face. I revive your warrior's heart, reigniting your hope and confidence. I work through you not only for your transformation, but to kindle hope in those stuck in darkness. I'm using you as an instrument of love and deliverance, pouring my grace through you. When you speak words of solace and love, it's my voice behind your words, healing and restoring. Your actions hold value, not because the world applauds them, but because they stem from love and obedience. Every act of love is like scattering seeds of life and hope. Every gesture of kindness sheds light in the blackest corners. When you do my will by faith, you shake the heavens, throwing open the door for my power to operate on earth. Always remember that your deeds do not have the final say. They don't decide the future, because I, the Lord of all, hold tomorrow in my hands. I will bring all things to their perfect fulfillment. I am unfettered by time, space, circumstances, or outward restriction. I am the infinite creator who planned the universe from the start, carrying it to its eternal completion. What does that mean for you? It means you should thoughtfully consider your steps, not in fear but with trust in my sovereignty. You needn't be paralyzed by the fear of choosing wrongly. I will correct your course. Strive to live in love, sincerity, and faith, not to gather human praise, but to bring me honor and spread light in the darkest places. But don't imprison yourself with fear of stumbling. I am not seeking perfection, only a heart that's ready to obey. I don't demand you never trip. I simply want you to stand up each time you fall and keep walking my path. It also means believing in my authority when life runs smoothly and when you're surrounded by uncertainty. You must trust that I'm always here, forever working toward your highest good, shaping every circumstance for your benefit, following my impeccable plan. You may be baffled by why things happen, be blind to the road in front of you, or not know your next move, but trust that my leading is there, that I am forging a path, that I am weaving all events for good. Everything you do matters because it is how you answer my love and calling. When you live out your faith, you walk along the path of life and wholeness. When you choose compassion and love, you let my light shine. These aren't the ultimate determinants of the future. I am the one who writes the final chapter. I'm the one steering all creation to its rightful conclusion, unbounded by time, space, or circumstance, having crafted the universe from the start and guiding all things to everlasting perfection. To the one suffering, I say, you are not forgotten. I see you, every tear that wets your pillow in the quiet night, every heavy sigh that crushes your soul. You may feel alone, but in truth, you have never been by yourself. When sorrow pierces your heart, when despair crashes over you, I am there, closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat. I never turn away. I never ignore your pain. I don't stay at a distance observing. I stand right beside you, holding you in my arms of love and shelter. I see every restless night eaten up by fear and anxiety. I hear your silent wails you assume nobody can detect. I know every torment, every lingering wound, and every deep scar you want to hide. You might feel small and helpless in a brutal, relentless world. You might feel deserted and unseen in a cold, indifferent life. But you must know that you are never overlooked, never forsaken, never alone. Even now, this very instant, I stand with you. I'm not a remote or detached God. I'm the healer, fully aware of every ache in your soul, intimately acquainted with all the hidden layers of your heart. I know every mark carved into your spirit, every injury endured. I am healing you even now, mending body, mind, and spirit. I reach into your physical pain, reviving each weakened cell, strengthening frail parts, and erasing sickness. I am giving you the fullness of health I promised. I heal your mind, banishing dark thoughts and crushing the anxieties that destroy you. I uproot each lie the enemy planted, demolishing all doubt and fear overtaking your mind. I fill your thinking with my peace, rebirthing the warrior spirit in you, reaffirming your hope and faith. I heal your soul, breaking every shackle and releasing you from every prison of sin and dread. I tear away all the past's hold. I renew your joy in salvation, granting everlasting life. I cradle your soul in my arms, restoring each area that was broken. Any lie the enemy tried to convince you of, that you aren't enough, that you're unworthy, that escape is impossible, is shattered by my truth and power. I pour my peace into your soul and saturate your heart with my unconditional love. I anoint you with the oil of joy, an enduring joy that never fades, unrelated to worldly conditions but blossoming from my love. I pour out the soothing balm of Gilead onto your rawest wounds, calming every hurt, healing scars, and dissolving pain. I am filling you with my comfort and hope, renewing your trust and boldness. You are not overlooked, not cast aside, not on your own. You are not required to battle alone, shoulder pain alone, or carry burdens alone. I am right here. I fight for you, bearing your loads, leading you along a road toward wholeness and life. Let me hold you in my love. Allow me to calm your pain. Let me heal those hidden scars and fill you again with vibrance and hope. Trust that I'm here at this very second, closer than your breath, nearer than the beating of your heart. I won't turn from you, abandon you, or ever forget you. Let me make you whole, body, mind, and soul. Let me clothe you in my peace, my joy, and my unending love. Then you will see miracles happen, not only outwardly but in your entire being. Under my hand, you will be restored and elevated, changed in ways beyond your imagination. All the wounds that have tormented you, the dreams that felt buried, the losses that tore your heart, I'm reaching into them. I'm renewing, breathing life again. I don't merely patch up your brokenness. I rebuild it with a dazzling strength, a sturdier core, a vitality that surpasses what you knew before. I gather your shattered pieces and shape something magnificent, something you haven't yet seen but will one day marvel at with your own eyes. Everything that was taken, I reclaim. The enemy tried to rob you of your joy, but I will give you a joy greater than you've ever known. It wanted to take your hope, but I will ignite in you a hope that cannot be shaken. It tried to drown you in despair, but I'm guiding you to a shining path. I don't simply bring back what you lost, I give you more than you once had, exceeding your expectation. You belong to me, and I will ensure that as you pass through this season, you emerge in victory. Child, can you sense it? I'm creating something new, even if it's not fully visible yet. Every moment, day by day, I am working behind the scenes of your life. I turn your tears into songs, your sorrow into dancing. I lift you from the ashes, clothing you in a beauty that only I can bestow. Stop acting like all is lost, for with me, hope never disappears. No longer shall the pains of the past define you. No longer shall your old wounds hold you captive. No longer shall your old baggage weigh you down. I will accomplish what only I can do, transforming grief into glory, turning failure into a building block for greater things. One day, you will look back and see that all was not the end, but the beginning of something remarkable. You'll realize the hardest nights were where I poured the foundation for your victory. You'll know the enemy didn't triumph. You did, because you are mine. What the enemy meant for your harm, I have used for good. What sought to knock you down, I turned into a force that lifts you ever higher. Take note, I am the restorer. Nothing lies beyond my ability. No pain is too deep for me to heal. No theft is beyond my power to restore. No shattered life is beyond my capacity to recreate in glory. You are not forgotten, not forsaken. I have seen it all, heard it all, and I know precisely what you have endured. I assure you that goodness will shine in your life. I am your Redeemer, standing with you, fighting for you in your weakness, guiding you when you're lost, and lighting your path when you feel alone. I never leave, not even for a moment. Believe, my beloved, a new chapter awaits. Restoration is coming. Renewal is coming. Let your heart be ready for the blessings I have in store. And when you behold them, recall it was my hand at work, my love that never failed, my redemption that renewed you, and my everlasting presence that will never leave. My dear child, I am surrounding your life with blessings of love, healing, and relationships anchored on a sure foundation. My love doesn't just touch your heart, it extends to every corner of your life, restoring the broken and patching the cracks that seemed irreparable. You are no longer alone. Perhaps you've known loneliness, heartbreak from estranged relationships, and emptiness in bonds that never fully formed. But now I am intervening. I'm bringing into your life people who will cherish you wholeheartedly, who will truly understand you and stand by you for who you are, not for what they can gain. They will help you when you falter, encourage you when you are spent, and pray for you when you need support. You'll no longer be held hostage by old wounds. I'm healing hidden scars, silent losses, and the words that cut you deep. All of it lies in my hands. I am rebuilding, restoring, and renewing. I'm leading you to a new place where you'll be surrounded by love so genuine you won't need to camouflage your pain or pretend you're fine. You will see reconciliation. I am melting hearts that once hurt you. I am erasing chasms once thought impossible to bridge. I am reawakening relationships that seemed hopeless, but this time they will bring peace and joy instead of sorrow or burden. Open your heart to me, my beloved. Let me move in your heart, your relationships, and your life. I'm not merely blessing you with love, but also filling you with my own love to give away. When your heart overflows with my love, fear, doubt, and self-protection no longer rule you. You'll be free to love openly, unguarded, unafraid of new hurts. My love within you drives out every trace of fear, bitterness, or uncertainty. You'll learn to love even those who wronged you, not because they deserve it, but because my love in you has no conditions. You'll forgive, not because they asked for it, but because I first forgave you. You will look at others with empathy, aware that each person is fighting a private battle, that every soul needs love and healing. No longer will you wander in loneliness. The times you felt forgotten, the days when you believed you had no home, the moments when you thought nobody really understood you, these are ending. I'm guiding you into a faithful community where you're accepted, loved, and encouraged. You'll find friends who accompany you on life's road, who support you when you stumble, cry with you in sorrow, and rejoice in your successes. You won't stand alone in trials, or bear sorrow without solace, or hide in isolation's shadows. I've already created a place for you, a home where you're truly valued, where you can be authentic without fear. Trust me, dear child. Let me usher you into the relationships I have prepared, connections that will nurture you, reinforce you, and help you flourish rather than drain you. Let me teach you how to love, how to forgive, and how to form meaningful bonds. Don't allow old hurts to close your heart to the gifts I'm sending your way. One day you'll reflect on this season and recognize it as a turning point. You'll see that each moment of loneliness was not wasted, that no tear was meaningless. I witnessed it all, and I have repurposed it all. Ready your heart for renewal, for people I'm placing in your path. Embrace the art of love as I've shown you, selfless, boundless, and expecting nothing in return. That is real love, and that is how I have always loved you. Your life isn't just random events or disconnected choices. Your life is a sacred collaboration between your decisions and my plan, a divine blend of your free will and my pleasing, flawless purpose. It's a delicate, heartfelt dance. I lead, but I also give you room to move, to create, to live. I don't restrict you to predetermined steps or a rigid formula, nor do I control your every action. I don't force you. I only lavish you with my endless mercy and unconditional love. I guide you with gentleness and patience, calling you to walk in freedom and artistry, unveiling the unique identity I gave you. I encourage you to discover, to experiment, to fully live. Yet this freedom comes with responsibility for your own life, for your choices, and for the outcomes that follow. You do have the freedom to choose your road, but I invite you to match your stride with my melody. I will never force my will on you, but I will invite you to journey alongside me in love and freedom. I beckon you into a dance overflowing with depth and purpose, a dance of faith, hope, and love. I lead, but I also let you dance freely, to create, to inhabit life in its fullest. Don't fear taking bold steps or risking the unknown. I didn't give you a spirit of trembling or timidity, but a spirit of divine power, of love, and of a sound mind. I have given you every resource to endure and overcome any trial. I have granted you the wisdom to distinguish good from evil and the bravery to act in faith. As you move in faith and show love, letting my spirit guide you, you'll shape a legacy that matters. Deeds of love will bear lasting fruit. Words of hope will revive hearts that have nearly surrendered. Courageous decisions will open doors of life for those in the grip of hopelessness. Even if you can't see the full impact of each choice, trust that I'm weaving them into my holy, perfect design. The fruit may not appear right away, the results may stay hidden for a time. Still, be assured that I am quietly yet powerfully at work. You might plant a seed of hope or speak an affirming word, but it's I who nurture it to grow. You may walk in faith, but I'm the one clearing your path, flattening obstacles, and opening gateways to a future of life and peace. Every decision you make and every act you take, I am using to fulfill my perfect plan for you and for those around you. I transform each sacrifice into a blessing for your loved ones. I transform each struggle and sorrow into a trophy of my faithfulness and mercy. I change your frailty into a testament of my limitless power. Don't worry whether you're on the right route or perfectly in line with my will. Don't let the fear of failure paralyze you. Don't let self-doubt or uncertainties drain your hope. Live boldly and intentionally. Embrace your creativity and the gifts I placed inside you. Travel in freedom and faith, guided by compassion and courage. Trust that I am beside you, working through your life, and that all you do contributes to my good plan. Come now into my presence. Approach me with humility and reverence, fully believing I'll welcome you with wide open arms. Pray with your heart and your spirit, not just scripted words. Let your sincerity and faith guide your thoughts. Let your soul invite my spirit's direction. Let your prayers go beyond personal requests. Let them be worship and gratitude. Be still and listen. Let my spirit whisper into the quiet. Let me pour wisdom into your soul. Let my light chase away every area of confusion and doubt within you. Receive my direction with a humble spirit, ready to do as I ask. Trust that I only act for your ultimate good and that I am leading you on the path of peace and fullness. Rest in the truth that I am always here, always working, even when you can't perceive it. You may pray like this: Lord, you are the sovereign, the highest one, holding all things in your hands. Nothing exceeds your power. You formed the earth's foundations, placed the stars in the heavens, and guide the universe with infinite might. I stand awestruck by your splendor, and I love you because you stoop down to hold me with a perfect love. Lord, I thank you for your boundless love. Even though I'm frail and imperfect, though I stumble frequently, you've never abandoned me. Your love covers me, your grace sustains me, and your mercy refreshes me daily. Each breath and each step is a gift you uphold. I thank you for the peace that fills me, even when storms rage, for I can hide in you. Lord, I'm grateful for the healing and renewal you're working in my life. You don't merely tend to surface wounds. You touch the deepest recesses of my soul, where hurt, despair, and fear used to live. You've lifted my burdens and replaced them with joy, hope, and new life. Lord, in this hour of desperation, I cry out for you to intervene. Stretch out your powerful hand, make a way, and bring deliverance to those in dire need. Break every chain that binds them. Clear every obstacle so they might experience freedom in your power. Act swiftly, Lord. Unveil your faithfulness and save them as only you can. Lord, grant me insight for this crucial crossroads. Shine your light that each decision I make, each action I take, reveals your grace and mercy. Help me not only to listen, but also to follow the Holy Spirit's promptings, that I may be an agent of your peace, love, and justice. Lord, pour into me heaven's strength. Give me the courage to face adversity bravely. Let me stand firm, advance in faith, and not withdraw, even in the fiercest tempests. You are my stronghold, my unbreakable source of power. Lord, show your might in this situation. Do what humankind deems impossible. Open a path where none seems to exist. I believe nothing is beyond you, no challenge too immense. Bring about miraculous rescue. Reveal your glory, so all who see it may know you are the all-powerful God who hears and answers prayer. Lord, when life's storms roar, speak your peace into fearful hearts. Hold them so they feel your protective presence and soothing care. Though chaos swirls around them, let their hearts dwell in your peace, far beyond what the human mind understands. May they always be aware you never leave them. Lord, you are the great healer, the giver of life, the one who can mend every fracture. Place your healing touch on both bodies and spirits. Restore whatever has withered, bring fresh life to what seems lost. Refresh the faith, vigor, and hope of those worn down so that they can rise and walk forward in your healing promise. Lord, shelter this individual under your mighty shadow as they confront danger. Surround them with your divine protection. Send angels to guard and shield them from harm and from every threat of the enemy. May you be their unshakable refuge in troubled times. O Lord, when desperation and darkness press against their heart, plant a seed of hope within them. Lift their soul so they won't stumble or surrender or be crushed by circumstances. Remind them you work all things for good, and nothing escapes your sovereign hand. Stir within them a flame of hope so they stand firm in faithfulness toward you. O God of mercy, if sin or regret is binding their spirit, set them free. Drench them in your grace, so they release their burdens and walk in the freedom you bought with the highest cost. Let them see that no sin is too immense for your forgiveness, no past too ruined for you to restore. Grant them a spirit unshackled so they can live in the bright light of salvation. Lord, give this person the bravery to face trials without fear. When hardships arise, help them remember you stand beside them, that your strength is magnified in their weakness. Grant them an unwavering faith, a resilient heart, and a steadfast resolve, even while waves crash around them. Let them behold your greatness amid difficulties, confident you are always with them. Lord, open the eyes of my heart so I can perceive your work in this circumstance. Show me my role. Teach me when to move, when to wait, when to speak, and when to stay silent. Fill me with wisdom so I'm not swayed by emotion or crushed by worry, but instead walk with clarity under your divine guidance. Lord, you are the God of abundant supply, a fountain that never runs dry. Provide for every need, whether it's physical, mental, or spiritual. For anyone in lack, fling wide the doors of your provision. For anyone in anguish, send help at just the right moment. Let them never feel forsaken, but see that you care about even the tiniest detail of their life. Lord, if there is division or broken relationships, I ask you to heal them. Bring forgiveness where wounds fester, harmony where conflict arose. Mend every torn heart. Help them to release the weight of resentment, stepping instead into a life of peace and love. May reconciliation run deeper than outward gestures. Heal hearts from within, so every hurt dissolves in your presence. Lord, I surrender all of me into your hands, my whole life, every burden, every care. I place them before you, knowing you govern the universe, that you see and understand all things, and that you love me more deeply than I love myself. Lift the weights I can't carry, face the fears I can't overcome alone, and handle the things beyond my control. Show me how to let go of what drains me and how to trust you in the unseen. Lord, I give you my future. I'm uncertain what tomorrow may bring or where my road leads, yet I'm certain you hold me tightly. You go ahead of me, never leaving me to walk alone. Teach me how to rest in your guidance without dread or worry, but in unshakable confidence that your plans are good. I surrender my dreams, my plans, and my desires to you. Please direct me in line with your will. Keep me from wandering into paths that lead nowhere or clinging to things that vanish. If I'm clutching onto something never meant for me, help me to let go. If I'm trying to manipulate circumstances I can't control, help me to trust you. Lord, I surrender every wound, painful memory, and burden I still haven't released. Restore the broken areas in me. Grant me perfect peace and guide me onward with a light heart. I place into your care everything I don't understand, all the trials I'm too weak to face alone, every turn in my path where I'm unsure what to do. I trust in your faithfulness. You never forsake me, and you will accomplish everything in its proper time. Lord, be my strength when my resolve weakens. Be my beacon when darkness tries to cover me. Be my solid ground when everything feels shaky. Today I yield not only grand things, but also the smallest details to you. Help me to do more than say with my lips, I trust you. Help me to live it in each moment. I put everything into your hands, certain there is no safer place, no steadier embrace, no love greater than yours. I pray this in Jesus' holy name. My precious child, as you now close this sacred encounter with my words, know that my love and guidance remain with you always. Even as you part from this channel, carry this light within your heart, and remember that my voice is but a click away. Return here time and again to replenish your spirit, to be reminded that you are never alone on this journey. Subscribe, enable notifications, and share these divine messages with those who wander in darkness. For together we build a community of hope and renewal. Every visit, every prayer, every moment of connection here strengthens the bond between you and me. Keep your heart open and your spirit ready. My grace is everlasting, and my promise of transformation is true. Come back and let my words continue to uplift you today, tomorrow, and always. Amen.